Hey everybody, welcome back. It's the final day. It's the final day of Random Decks, at least season 1. Who knows if there will be a season 2. As always, feel free to suggest what I should do next. Should I rerun it and add cat A, B, and C, or just do it for cat B decks only? One thing I wanna quote unquote answer, there was a suggestion about starting with a deck and adjusting it from game to game. I don't want to do stuff like that because they just tend to not really be that interesting to people. As in, videos very kind of need context of previous videos. I would like to have the videos be just stand alone, right? Without having to require even like a little bit of previous knowledge. Because it just tends to do better and people find those more enjoyable on average, right? Even if I generally like certain ideas, but that is just how I think it is, and how things usually just go, right? Nobody likes watching episode 327 when it implies that wait, should I have watched the previous 326 episodes to understand what's going on, right? That's why I also don't do like episode this and number that because it just tends to not go very well. Not that I'm necessarily hugely reliant on the little bit of income I get from YouTube, but I'd still rather make stuff that is enjoyed by more people while, I have more or less just the same amount of fun as I do with different series. But enough of that. I wonder what deck we roll. Onto the last deck. It would be really funny if we got mech. I did a test spin because you don't get the tick 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 tick, when it switches from one field to another. So we roll with two ententes just so we got the tick 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 when it goes over the arrow here. All right, let's go. Under blue or red, blue or red, blue or red. It's red. And that's a button I haven't seen before. Right, it's empty now. Goodbye entente. Now, if we get mech, part of me would want to reroll. The other part of me says stick with what you get, right? I have done that before. I think you can get every spec. Every spec works. Omer. Okay, armored. Okay, armored it is. Probably the closest thing to make. Wrong screen. There you go. Yugvak is the code for taunt. Should be pretty fun, but honestly, in one versus ones, not the best spec for on taunt. Like for ranked. If you know you're playing on Mudfight or something, sure it can be fine. I think Boulanger played on taunt armored in a tournament before, and I think mainly used it on Mudfight. In that case, yeah, sure it can make sense. But other than that, uh, especially the Yugoslavian tanks, which are probably your main tanks, have pretty good base accuracy and stabilizers, which is the main thing you get from veterans on tanks at least. Or honestly on any unit really, it's the main benefit. It, you're already that high, it doesn't help you that much. Not saying it is useless, and not saying the impact isn't there, but it's not quite as noticeable. That being said, you still get plenty of good tanks in here, right? And you still have like very good selections in other tabs. That it's still a very formidable deck. Um, One of the few scenarios where I definitely don't. Well, definitely is an exaggeration, but I do think that GPCV isn't that bad because it is 120 kmh off-road speed. It is still only 5 HP, of course, but it is very fast. And when you don't have HP or armor, speed is the next best thing when it comes to survivability, right? Goes for infantry, of course, mainly, really. Fob, we don't get the best art. Well, we get priests. I don't need a fob, but we don't get any of the high-end artillery systems, right? Ondava, even Dana, the Orkan, the Nora. They're all wheeled. We don't get them in moto. Sorry, in armored. But we do get a priest. Maybe we will run that. Infantry, we don't only get 5 cards. We don't get wheels, and we don't get special forces. Rooks are nice. Do we want to run one of the like expensive Vidaras with the 26 AP missile? I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense here. They have poor accuracy, and I can run tier 72 M1Ms at high veterancy that carry 80 GMs. I don't think we really need that. What do we need? We need meat shields, so the TOs make sense. Sorry. Well, we could run them, or we could run Salosnitsi. I do prefer Salosnitsi though. How do they even compare? Salosnitsi have hard to say. It's really hard to say which anti-tank weapon is better. Well, the TO get 2 more, but usually they don't run out because they either die. Well, they usually die before. The Panzerovka has the advantage of significantly more suppression, and at these, like, 4 and 40 suppression is a lot, right? Even on a miss, like, they actually stun IFVs and such. It has 5% less accuracy. Given that you come in rookie, you don't get any accuracy bonus. That is actually quite a bit. But they have 12 AP, so they can 2-shot up to 4 armor. The Super Bazooka can only 2-shot up to 2 armor, right? And 1-shot 1 armor. But of course, the Salosnitsi are 5+5, the TO are 10+5. So for 2 TOs, I get 3 Salosnitsi. I think I'd rather take the Salosnitsi. Even though on a per card basis, the TOs give you more. And the transport is tracked in both scenarios. This one has more autonomy, and this one has 50 cal. But only 280 kilometers is not very nice. You know what? I still think Salosnitsi are better, but I want to give these a shot. I don't use them very often, so let's do it, okay? What else do we need? Infantry-based anti-tank. Like short-range anti-tank is always good. Some all-rounder spam is also always good. Do we need something specifically for town fights? Can probably get away without it. Because we will have like so much cheap fire support that we can basically just run that into it. But what do we want for our last card? We have most of our bases covered. Important bases. I don't think we want manpad. I don't think we need them. Flamers are an option. Even just base proletariat are an option. Or more Mechanisovana. We card in the PB. Let's just put in something as a placeholder for now. And that placeholder is gonna be like base proletariat in a PvP. In case we do need like cheap shock infantry for fighting. Artillery wise, I think I want to run a priest. Pivonka can be fun. Gvostika and the other two is one the Kara Fiat. They're fine, right? But at the end of the day, I think the priest among these options is the most versatile, I'd say. Pivonka is perfectly fine as well, but I just have a soft spot for the priest. Sava is great, Coup M4 is good. I don't remember. Did the Strop 1 get buffed? Did we still manage to get it through? The Falcon got buffed. I think the Strop 1 might have also gotten buffed. Let me double check. I genuinely don't remember. Well, nope, it did not. Sorry for that sound. It was me control F'ing the Strop in the patch notes. It's 30 points, which isn't very, but it's not very good for 30 points, I'll be honest. Let's just leave it like this for now. Maybe we will run manpads, given that we don't really have great cheap AA options. AV Hor Moderna. I think I actually run 200 elite. The difference between veteran and elite is pretty high, and 55% accuracy, which is pretty low for like a top tier tank. On veteran is 72, on elite is 79%. On the autocannon it jumps from 41 to 47, so the elite difference is quite big. Plus we have another card of super heavies in the Vihor. M84A is a must, M1M is a must, T72S or VHOR. VHOR is a good chunk more speed and also availability. M47s are some good spam tanks. They got 50 cals, they have better armor, they have kinetic, they have better RPM, more ammo on the Browning, which is not to be underestimated. This one actually will probably run out pretty fast. Pick out of base T72. Oh, Eggman could be fun. I'll sort this out in a second. Hera 2 is great, 84 yen is necessary. Atra is Vityach or Snezhka? Maybe Snezhka, actually. Ram is great. Holo is fun, we might not need it. I'll put it in for now. I think we can actually downweight this. MI35 is good. I think I want this for some cheap rocket pods. L19, L17K. I think here we go for the usual. Might need more activation points. We can't only have a 4th plane slot. Ugh. Okay. What do we cut? I think I'm gonna cut the Snezhka. We have plenty of BVPs around. Super Galeb, and then we have one more tank. I think I'll run it like this. The smart play probably would be to run without a fob because the priest can do that. Then we save 2, and another 2 probably by running less tanks. But I want to actually like focus like heavily on tanks, right? Maybe I actually want to downweight this. 6 isn't a lot, but then again, FD M1Ms as well. Polo we can definitely live without. And then we could remove the fob and get another plane. But I think just for funs, right? Let's play it. Not quite optimal, but still but still try hardy enough, okay? I'm not pretending that I'm like making a bad deck here, right? I'm not gonna try to sell that to you. Okay, this shall be our deck. Oh, we have one, right, we have this. You know what, sure, I can run another card of 84 Ace with that last activation point. Okay, are there any other options that I could run? Could run one of these for the Bastions. This one is a bit cheaper nowadays as well. Let's see, for 10 points, what do we get? 3 armor, 2 AP. Although I guess probably a worse gun, honestly. Sure, we get 2 AP, but we lose 1 range step. We lose 10% base accuracy and 15% stabilizer. The missile has more range. If I had to guess, it's probably faster too. I wouldn't necessarily say it's that much better. The range step and probably speed on the missile is certainly quite a thing. But you also pay 10 points, and outside of the missile, the tank is arguably worse. Speed and less range on the gun is very annoying. Armor is, of course, you don't get one shot by spikes up front, which is a big deal. The general armor all around, but I think the Eggman is just more versatile. Could also run this one just for like a generalist tank, but nah. Alright, this will be our deck. I shall see you in a second for ranked. Would you oh, it's Chopser, let's go! Let's go! My boy. Dude, if there's one guy left playing Wargame ranked, it's fucking Chopser. He's my goat, man. He's my fucking goat. Oh, okay, we're deck building 14 minutes? Okay. Well, we got Mud Fine, which is pretty funny. Let's do like a good old double super heavy opener, like back in the day, huh? Huh? Honestly, got the perfect map, I'd say. Although, I mean, Entente is one of those armor decks, which aren't particularly rare, but not every armor deck, I'd say, can do that well. That also, and I think would prefer actual, like, not necessarily like full on open field, I'd say. While of course that's where super heavies and such shine. Entente Mech has decks as units like Proletariat 90, M84 Ace, that also really shine in medium range engagements. So it might still possibly be better on a map like Vanching or Highway, but it's also matchup dependent, I'd say. Highway is also really good for motor decks, so in which case maybe you wouldn't. But then against mech decks, maybe you actually would want something like that. It's hard to say. But maybe just talking out of my behind as usual. Obviously we need some reconnaissance. Let's actually split this up. Let's fill this. I'm not really interested in like trying to get infantry into the town. I am, however, interested in killing infantry in the town, right? With the help of my Vihores, which have 4 AG, which is quite nice. We have a Kub. Let's also get like at least a man pad as like backup AA. Kub only has 4 missiles, of course. Maybe I should not be too greedy and just get a freaking Sava. Let's get another Tatra. Let's just be very, very greedy, huh? Very greedy. What could we get absolutely bullied by? I'm not sure. Probably my own misplace. Bad Kub RNG for a plane that just destroys us. Me screwing up with my smoke and or line of sight, and as a result getting like tons of shit killed without killing anything in return. That type of stuff, of course, right? I haven't seen anything. Okay, there we go. Osas. Soviet Osa. Ural. BTRs on hardened. On hardened. If I had to get Malyutka? BRDMs? Jalos? Is this Moto? My goat is playing Moto? He's always playing weird stuff. No, those are like T-72s or something. Like, let's say proper tanks that aren't T-55s. Yes, those are Malyutkas, let's fucking go. More reservists. It's a MiG-29, it's a bomber. MiG-29S? Didn't get hit. All my infantry died though. Oh, it hit! Almost got side shot there. Did get side shot there. But I didn't want to get side shot by the Malyutka, so. Okay, that's dead. Rip Sava, it's okay. Oh wow, it actually. Holy shoot, how lucky can that Sava get? Lucky. Holy sh. Like, this is so undeserved. This is so undeserved. That's the luckiest, like, Sava I've ever seen, I think. Jeebus. Oh, also I was very bad with my smoke, I have to say. Very bad with my smoke. Like a single 27M could have just waltzed in there. Oh, there's a Rosette guy in there. Makes sense. I mean, ish. Makes sense that I haven't spotted them yet because I have better stealth due to being recon infantry. Don't give this thing ammo just yet. It only used 2 missiles. Those missiles are relatively expensive. Keep the smoke up. You only have 4 optics, unfortunately. Get some actual infantry. Actual in quotation marks, because they're still just line. Don't do particularly well in towns. Yeah, that's more like Ozas that I expected. Oh, you're in the open, you're in the open! Yes, the Conqueror's in there still. But the TOs will be close enough to spot them if they fire at one of my tanks. Ooh, turn! So much for them being close enough. Okay. Freaking Malyutka piece. Honestly, if they had 26-25 meters range, that might actually be a somewhat decent unit. Problem with Malyutkas is, I mean, obviously 15 AP doesn't even one-shot 2 armor, right? Which is kind of sucky, right? But if they had a range for 20 points and the amount of missiles you get, speed and 10 HP, that would actually be, I think, an actual okay unit, at least in like mech or motor decks, right? Probably not for Soviets because they have so much actual good stuff in their tabs, in their vehicle tab. But on a map like this, for example, if you can just put it into your tank without like sacrificing your BMPT slot or something like that, right? Solid could have been a solid unit, or would be a solid unit if it had that range. Definitely need some more recon. Did I buy a new one? I did. Deep CVs just asked to be sniped, man. Gotta be careful. Fuel? Don't give them fuel just yet, they carry a lot. Got hit. And I didn't even kill anything. I guess. Interesting unit. That's honestly Chopser, man. Fucking goat of just experimenting with units. I think. Don't want to give you fuel just or ammo just yet. Nearly get another. I also have Malyutkas, by the way. Okay, those VDV are actually scary because they have a lot of range. Oh, I have a salvo of 2? Oh, that's really good. Also got a message. Whatever. honestly, it's looking really good for us, right? We lost a ton of TOs, but who cares? Well, except for their families. I wonder if that Conquerors is empty. Probably is. It's not shooting at my T-55s. Give you some ammo. Making sure that my Sava is moving so they don't get or eat up that supply that I need for them. Kid Pram's empty. Be careful with my V-Horse. Those VDV could just pop into the building and just kill me with the vampires, right? We don't want that. Okay. Trust that guy was coming in the Urals. More MTBs. See, that's what I mean, right? Oh, no, I meant to select here. There you go. Oop, let's go. Fire position where they are, because I'm gonna line of sight to them in a second. And I shift queued another fire position there. Kill the T-64 first. Oh, you're out of ammo. But I killed it. That's a 2015, okay. Oh. Oh my god, I hit my own L19 with that coup. And lost it as a result. That's funny. That is quite funny. Hello, Conquerors. Oh, you don't have your AG gun turned on, huh? Oh, you don't spot my bruskomnici. Maybe just don't spot my bruskomnici. Either way, you're rearming your Congress M's, which I don't like. Really get another supply won't be enough. Wait, you're out in the open, that's why. Alright. Good, looking good. I think if the 25T came in earlier, maybe not. We still had we had the M4 up pretty much all the time. But 27M probably could have just destroyed us if it managed to get both of the VHRs. I should win this, right? I'm not winning this? Okay, maybe the T-55 is helping. But like I have 4 front armor against 2 with a fair enough worse autocannon, but it has 1 AP more than us, but we have 2 more armor. But the T-55 helping is a bit cheating. What happened here? Does the Pram... We lost our Pram? Wait, was the Pram here? I was the Pram here. Must have been a misclick. Now I wish I had the regular squads. Have more availability per card. Regular recon squads it is. Is that the heaviest tank you have in your deck? Smoke doesn't reach there. Oh, we should definitely try to kill those reinforcements though. They carry VDV. He might just try to bait me to shoot at him so that he can keep line of sight and keep me in the open. What? Screw it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Run him down. We have better speed. We have 80k mage. Just gotta be careful against those VDV. Okay. I don't want to get such a bad name. 31M. Damn, Daniel. Oh, we got it. Got it. That 80k mage, man. That 80k mage. Don't underestimate HE bombers like that. If those bombs land in an unlucky pattern, you can lose your heavy tanks to that. Oh, this I did by SV, okay. Actually need some. You know what? Frick it. Let's get an 84 again for there. We are definitely in a position where we can spend our points like that. We killed like what 40, 64 BV once and haven't lost a single VHOR. You've lost like 8 M47s and like a bunch of TOs, but that's about it. 2 planes, but we don't talk about that. Probably not the best position for a Coop. It has pretty poor off-road speed, so you probably should keep it relatively close to a road for repositioning if necessary. Our 24D isn't really doing too much to our tanks. That could still crit them to death. Oh, why don't I put you into Anna? It's safer than Dimitri. At that range, you actually survived the front shot. Like 31M. Another interesting unit. Well, no, it's just a default use, like not default, but uses are unspec, right? No cats, anything. It's 89 anyway, so it could have been cat B. And we also saw VDB 90, right? And it has to be unspec too with T64s and VDB in the same deck, of course. GG. Yeah. That opener didn't go particularly well. I think a comeback definitely could have been possible with like a lucky 27M double kill or something. But it's definitely tough, right? The opener played right into my hands, I'd say. What needed to be done? Probably actually just smoke off the town, like 500 meters in front of you, so that my tanks can just shoot at it without getting shot at back. Try to get your tanks behind the town so I don't shoot at them at long range. But part of it is also, of course, the opening composition, right? If you don't know your opponent's tank deck with the double super heavy opener, reservist spam, and M47s, it's just tough. And of course, you need certain units in your deck. I don't know if the 27M was in the deck. We saw 25T, 29S, and the MiG-31M, so I don't know what else was in there. But certainly an interesting deck. Malyutka P. It's a neat little unit, but it would need to be like 15 points or something. And again, like I said, in USSR, it's not that great of a unit. Because you have so many good options in the vehicle tab. But, you know, the game is over 10 years old. Why not have fun with it and use units that aren't optimal? You know, just for fun, right? You don't need to try hard every single time. But of course, at the same time, if you don't have certain units or certain unit types, let's say in your deck, you're gonna make life potentially very hard. Still, that was season 1, if that's what you want to call it, of the wheel. If you have any ideas on what to do next, let me know. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye.